Hi ladies, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Carmen Gorby. I am the president of the Anne Arundel Ladies Civitan Club. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out Wednesday to Brewster's for our first fundraiser. I'm still waiting to get in touch with Diane to see how much we actually made from our sales, but just from straight donations, we made about $150. So I'm really excited about our first fundraiser. I think we did great. It was a wonderful time to socialize and get to know each other a little bit better personally, and I look forward to future fundraisers with you all. Speaking of fundraisers, I wanted to take a real quick minute and just go over the admin portion of the candy box and coin boxes for our club. There's another video in the email that I sent you that is from Civitan International, and it explains the entire candy and coin box program from why we're doing it, the history of it, how to approach a vendor, a store owner. But what I want to do is just take a few minutes and go over the spreadsheet that we have. But first, in case you haven't seen what a candy box or a coin box looks like, this is one of the coin boxes. It's an acrylic box. There's a slot here for donations. Cute little card. These cards, there's several flyers that we have. This one, Civitan evidently did a lot of marketing, and the baby face generates a lot of donations. So what I've done is I have a clear sticky label that I've got the Anne Arundel Lady Civitan information, and I've got one on the back. If you need some of these, just let me or Susan Anstedt know. Susan is our candy and coin box chairperson, so you can get those from her. You can get them from me. The coin boxes, what I suggest doing is, if you are going to use the coin boxes, and I suggest you take a couple of extras, at least one or two, so that when you go to a vendor, you are just simply going to put a clean one in when it's time to collect the money, instead of having to undo the screws on both sides. You'll need a Phillips head, lift this out, pull the money out, put it back in, screw it back in. It's a little awkward to do right there at the store. So my suggestion is just have one or two extra coin boxes, put $1, $1.75 inside, and just exchange them when you are doing your weekly collections. This is a candy box, which I've got stuff inside it right now, not candy. This is what a candy box looks like. The candy's going to go in here. There'll be one of the cards that'll stand up in the back, and then of course this is the area for donations. There's a silver bar that slides off, and then of course the lock. Susan does have the locks and keys. The good thing is it's a universal key, so if you're maintaining several candy boxes, you don't have to carry about 10 different keys. You can just have one key to do it. The difference quickly between the candy and the coin boxes is the candy boxes generate 50% revenue for us, so 50% goes to us, 50% goes to Civitan International, and then the coin boxes, 75% of the donations go to Civitan International and 25% stay with us, and that's to cover the cost of the candy. And there are specific candies that we are supposed to be using, and you can get those from Susan. Since we are the Anne Arundel Lady Civitan Club, basically we can place these boxes throughout Anne Arundel County. And the Glen Burnie Club, of the three clubs, us, Glen Burnie, and Annapolis, Glen Burnie is the only club that has candy and coin boxes currently. And at their last business meeting, they voted to give their candy and coin boxes to the ladies club starting October 1st. So basically our area is huge. We have a lot of area to cover, which means we have a lot of money to be made, which is really exciting. So my hope is that each of us will take a couple, if not more, several boxes, candy coin boxes, and place them in locations that are convenient to you. In the beginning, I would like for everybody to visit the vendors once a week, just to start building that relationship, getting them to know you, and then you can also see, the speed and the rate of the donations. Are you going to have to be there once a month to collect? Is it going to be twice a month, or weekly? With the candy boxes, same thing. Initially weekly, just come in, bring the candy in with you weekly, fill it up. You want to make sure with the candy that your donations are equaling or surpassing the amount of candy that's being taken. If your candy box is empty and you've only made $2, then obviously that's not the right location for that candy box. Funeral homes and waiting rooms, like your Jiffy Lubes, your car maintenance places, those supposedly are the best locations for candy boxes. And as far as coin boxes, you want to make sure that you're going someplace that there's a point of sale where they're coming up to a register paying with cash. If you're looking at a restaurant that typically you're paying your waiter or waitress at the table with a credit card, those boxes really don't do that well. So because there are so many of us and the locations are limitless, I've gone ahead and put together a Google document, which looks like this. Bear with me just a second. Here it is, sorry. Okay, the Google, sorry about that. Okay, here's the Google document. It's listed in your email. It's called AA Ladies Coin and Candy Box, July through September, just because we're in the last quarter of the fiscal year, and then we'll have the whole one for next year. What I would like you to do is when you open the document, you'll notice there are 3 tabs down at the bottom: locations to be asked, coin box totals, and candy box totals. What I've done is I've gone ahead and populated this with the current Glen Burnie boxes, so you already know where they are, so obviously you don't have to go ask those places. And then take a look at them, see if any of them are in your area, so that come September and October, when it's time for us to take them over, we can kind of already have earmarked who might be able to take those over for us. So what you want to do is, even before you place these, is just go to this document. First of all, look to see if the place you want to put a coin box or candy box is listed. If not, go ahead and put your name in. So just put the date, and that you're going to, if you look here, this is basically the status. You're going to ask, it's a drop-down box, you're going to ask, you're placing a coin box, you've placed it a candy box, or they're not interested. I think it's really important to put not interested in here so that someone else does not go back and approach that same vendor. We don't want to become a nuisance. So let's just say I'm going to ask Anne Arundel Seafood. Oops, it's Carmen. And then under the store name, put Anne Arundel Seafood. And I know they're on Mountain Road in Pasadena. So right now I don't have contact person, phone, email, that kind of thing, but at least this way I'm putting down the places I want to ask that are close and convenient to me. So what you can do is you can sort this a couple of different ways. Just simply highlight from row 2, highlight all the way across and down to through all the populated fields. Go up to data, sort range, and we want to sort this right now by city, so that's column F. So just go to column F, and this then puts this in alphabetical order by city. So you can look and say, okay, I want to do Severna Park. Who's already, gotten Severna Park or Pasadena, or look, there's nothing here in Arnold or Annapolis. Another way to sort, once again, make sure your rows are all highlighted. All of the information needs to be highlighted. Go to data, go to sort, and we want to sort this one by store name, so you can go row D or column D. The one thing to watch out for is in case, a company has like a preposition in front of their name, a, the, that kind of thing. The other thing, any of these columns you can sort by. So you can sort by the Civitan person, if it's a coin box, candy box, going to ask, that kind of thing. So once you've filled this out and you say, Anne Arundel Seafood has said yes, they are going to put a coin box in. So I'm going to go back to this locations to be asked sheet. I'm going to switch it from going to ask to coin box. And then I'm going to go over to the second tab on the bottom that says coin box totals. I'm going to put my name in here. The location is Anne Arundel Seafood. And each time I collect, I'm going to put in my total. So let's just say for July, I've collected $40 and I collected 4 times, okay? this should total down here. We'll get that to total. Oh, it's not all the rows. So anyway, this will be totaling. What you'll do is once a month at our board meeting in July, at our business meeting, first Monday of the month, which this week happens to be next Monday, July 7th, you would bring in your cash, give it to Susan Anstedt. She'll just verify everything, put the totals in the sheet, and then forward the money on to Sharon Kluth, who's our treasurer, and then Sharon will then once a month write our checks to Civitan International for either 50% or 75% of the proceeds. So same thing as if you had candy boxes, the total on the right, the tab on the right-hand side, just do the same thing, you know, your name, location, and then the number of times that you collected and just the amounts. And that'll hopefully make it a little bit easier for Susan. So if you have any questions with this, let me or Susan know. Definitely keep this locations to be asked up to date so that we're not really bombarding and annoying vendors. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, let me or Susan know. Susan, I think, is going to be at our board meeting on Monday the 7th, so that would be a great time to collect some candy and coin boxes if you haven't already gotten them. Well, the one thing I forgot to mention is on the, here, let me get back to full screen. On the cards, there's also a place up here for your name and phone number. I do have clear labels, so if you would like me to just print some up with your name, just let me know what phone number you'd like me to add to that, and I can have them for you on Monday at the business meeting. So ladies, thank you so much. I look forward to working with you all, and I think this is going to be a simple, easy fundraiser for us, and we're going to be able to help a lot of people in the community because this money is earmarked specifically for projects with people who have special needs. So look forward to it. Bye.